Ladies and gentlemen, the flagship phones from Google, the Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL, aren't even out yet, but we do have some benchmarks that leaked. And, it's not good.
Get daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech, of course, show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek, that's me, to another, that is you. Happy Saturday, and you smell that? The smell. The smelly smell.
A smelly smell that smells smelly.
It smells salty. It's almost as if I can smell the Google Pixel fanboys headed over here to hate me in the comment section already. All 10 of them. All right, so story numero uno. Let's first talk about the iPhone. We already know that the iPhone 10 Plus is coming to people's pockets everywhere come September. At least that's when they're announcing it, but it's not like confirmed. It's confirmed, but it's not confirmed, you know what I mean? Until now. Leak straight from Apple. In the last episode, we talked about a leak that came straight from the iOS 12 beta regarding the next iPad Pro, and now we got the same thing, but for the iPhone 10 Plus. Here it is, and we learn, nothing new. Huh, well, wait, what's that? Is the notch bigger? Like, is it wider? Is that just me? Or is it actually wider? It looks wider. It's wider. Oh, but that's not it. Let's zoom in on the right side. Do you see that? Why is nobody else talking about this? This is clearly another notch. The notch is so big that it's bulging out of the side of the phone. That's either another notch or it's a tumor. There's no other explanation. And if it is a tumor, rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. So, real quick, speaking of Apple, I want to quickly catch up on a news story that we missed throughout the week, or rather we didn't have time to cover. So if you missed it, we're gonna help you unmiss it. Somewhere towards the middle of the week, Apple put out an announcement that said, starting October 1st, Apple will remove iOS apps, Mac apps, and all in-store app purchases from its affiliate program. So effectively what's happening here is Apple is no longer going to offer any payout commissions to any third parties that send traffic Apple's way and generate sales. Now, of course, for people like us, that doesn't really matter, but it is sort of a big deal for some people. See, there are entire websites, entire businesses that are literally based off of this exact thing. Websites like App Shopper or Touch Arcade and App Advice, they literally built their entire businesses around recommending apps or giving app reviews and then driving traffic from those websites to Apple or the App Store and having people purchase those things. And once somebody made a purchase, they got some money. They earned commission off of that. You know, just like any other affiliate program, but now they can send people over to the App Store all they want. Apple doesn't give a shit. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this sort of does come out of nowhere, and it really does suck for websites like that, but like, what the f*** did you expect? And now they're complaining like, oh my god, my business is gonna die. Do you think Tim Cook's gonna be like, oh, your shitty website's gonna die? Oh, I'm sorry. Apple does not care. That's the problem. Like, you built your entire business model off of affiliate sales? Like, your business depended on affiliate sales from Apple? Are you kidding me? Oh, let this be a lesson to everybody. If your business lives because of affiliate sales, it will die because of affiliate sales. All right, now let's talk about the Google Pixel 3 XL. As you know, if you watch the show frequently, you know I'm pretty disappointed in what we're seeing so far from the Pixel lineup this year. I'm a huge Android fan. It's what I use every day, so don't be like, oh, you're just an Apple fan, you're just a hater. F*** off. No, you're wrong. Benchmarks leaked for the Pixel 3 XL, and it is equally disappointing. So here are the leaked Google Pixel 3 XL benchmarks from Geekbench. No. To give you context and perspective here, like, this doesn't even come close to the iPhone 10. And the iPhone 10 is almost a year old at this point. These are the benchmarks of Google's flagship phone this year. Like, you've got to be kidding me. And even if you don't want to compare it to the iPhone, this is off from current 2018 Android flagships as well. Now, if you've watched this show before, you know how many times I've come here and said that specs don't necessarily matter. Like, the benchmarks don't immediately speak to the experience that we're gonna have on the device. It really, really matters how well optimized the software is to run on the hardware, and we are running stock Android here, so that is really, really cool. But the bench specs, The specs and the benchmarks do, however, speak to the actual value of the phone. Like, what price point are we looking at here? Because I'm guessing Google's not gonna put this out in the market and be like, here, $500, that's all that phone costs. That's not gonna happen, and we know that. Every year, these phones have gotten more and more expensive, and this is the flagship from Google, right? This is the best hardware Android is running on. This is how it should be run. Take notes, every other Android OEM, but Google's not even trying. Google, it's not okay. It's not enough anymore to just put out a phone. We put out a phone this year. Go us, go Google, because to Google, it doesn't fucking matter. They make all their money in software and services. They don't give a fuck about the hardware anymore, and it's definitely starting to show. Google, why do you do this? My issue here is that the phone is not going to be $500. It's just not. You're going to price it up where the rest of the Android flagships are, and your hardware is not going to match the other Android flagships. You are faking it till you make it, and you ain't making it, honey. What the fuck are you doing? Well, every other Android OEM is out there on the field, batting and playing the game. You're out in the outfield picking your fucking nose. All I want is for you to try just a little bit. I'm not having a mental breakdown. I'm not. I love the Pixel phone. I'm sure it's going to be great. I just want you to try. Okay, that's the episode. If you need to take anything away from this episode, know that number one, the Google Pixel 3 XL looks bad. It's embarrassing. The notch looks awful. And now the benchmarks, the phone's going to be significantly slower than what we're already used to in 2018 because Google doesn't care about us anymore.